Welcome to our time of devotion. We trust that you are doing well. We're glad that you are able to join us. And so to start off with, why is the color green single? Because it's jaded. Before I head into our time of devotion, I have this. This is the Iron Brigade. Iron Brigade had 3 units from Wisconsin. They fought in the Civil War. They were at Antietam and Gettysburg. And I'm going to take a drink. It's a reminder to pray for our veterans. We're thankful for our veterans. Maybe even in the comments below, you could just mention a veteran you're praying for and that you really think highly of. Thankful for those who serve, whether it's been in Iraq or Afghanistan or Vietnam, Korea, even those who are still around from World War II. We're glad for our veterans. Pray for them. We're going to be in Philippians chapter 4, verse 12, and that is this. Let me read it aloud. Look how big my Bible is. It's bigger. I mean, it's huge. Massive. All right. It says this. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound everywhere, and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to hunger, both to abound and to suffer need. And so here's Paul, that prisoner, the one who was thrilled to get gifts, the one who is happy to have these friends over in Philippi. And he just mentions there's times in life when we have ups and we have downs, whether it's being abounding or abased. Here in this section, we can think of a couple things. First of all, life is not static. There is no you start from this corner and go all the way up to that corner and you just always have success and everything's a straight line. Success is a funny thing. It's ups and downs, and eventually we deal with crisis. And if you're young enough, maybe you haven't dealt with one, but for most of us, we've dealt with things like even the 2008, 2009 economic challenges. In 2001, where we had 9/11. We've had crisis of wars. We've had crisis of economic stature. You could have personal crisis, a loss of a child, a loss of a loved one, and so we all deal with crisis. And so in this piece of scripture, understand that all of us are going to have those times of abounding and abasing. And there's several things you can learn. Number one, and I've said it before, is let the crisis be your classroom. Learn something new about it. Because eventually someone is going to go through their first crisis and you can tell them it's going to be okay. You're probably going to get through this event. And so you want to be able to be a voice for other people and encouragement for them. Then you also have to remember that you'll have a story to share. If life was perfect, the way we think of it in an idyllic type setting, we'd have nothing to share. These events let us have a story. One day I'm going to tell my kids how I crushed this COVID virus because I sat at home and did nothing. All right, it's not as exciting as the boys who went off to Normandy or the Pacific Ocean, but we're glad that even now that we have each other, that we have this technology in front of us. But maybe you could mention, besides a veteran, that you know that another crisis maybe that you went through, that God really taught you something. But we're praying for you. We hope you're doing well. And before I leave, I'd gotten a job at a bank. I only lasted 1 day because a woman asked if I could check her balance, so I pushed her over. We're going to end right there.